How do I know what I want? That is a question that I have asked myself for the longest time. And even now, I'm still kind of asking myself that question. The only thing is, I think I found at least a very big piece of what will help me get there, help me know what do I want. And that is to simply know yourself. And it sounds very simple, and I use the word simply, but it took me a long time to get here. And I also think in this like day and age, it's harder than ever before to actually know yourself. And the reason for that is obviously you've heard about it. It's like social media and just how easy it is to be entertained, like honestly, and to not be with yourself. Talk about like social media, talk about YouTube, Netflix. Every single moment that you have is constantly being bombarded. Even when you do the dishes, like I listen to podcasts, or even when you're in the car, you now don't even have the radio. You can like on demand listen to the songs that you want. So there's not a lot of time that you spend with yourself. And you know, there's a lot of sayings, but like there's the like 10,000 hours saying, or there's the saying that like the 5 people that you spend the most time with is like who you are. And I do think that these two things are true when it comes to also yourself. Like, have you spent 10,000 hours with yourself in order to become a master of who you are? Or is the 5 people, like if one of the 5 people that you spend the most time with, like yourself, so that you can become like more with yourself? Or are you spending time with, you know, like people on Instagram or people on YouTube or people on Facebook more than you are spending time with yourself? And so the first lesson here that that I learned, I guess, and that I hope it helps people there that don't know what they want in life, is to spend more time with yourself. I think I personally use like 3 ways to spend time with myself. I'm sure there's more, but these are the things that kind of I do. The first one is journaling. I think journaling not only has the benefit of you spending time with yourself, you know, in a quiet time with your thoughts, but I also think that writing it out actually helps you process your thoughts better. So journaling is one of them. The other one is taking walks, and this one has been huge for me, especially because all day, you know, my full-time job is I work at a computer, so I'm more than 8 hours a day on my ass, like on the computer. And so taking walks not only has the benefit of, you know, exercising and getting my steps in, but I take walks sometimes with music, but most of the time I like taking them without music and just, you know, let my thoughts roll, process what has happened with my day, process any questions I have about myself. And then the third one is meditation. Meditation, I do think there's like 2 ways of meditating. If people are aware of like who Naval Ravikant is, he's like a philosopher, tech guy. His way of meditating is to, you know, sit with your thoughts and just like think a lot. And so that's one way of spending time with yourself, because you are sitting with yourself, no music, no entertainment, and you're just thinking about what's going on and what's processing. And then the more like traditional way of meditating is actually, you know, voiding yourself of your thoughts. So I don't know if it's actually called meditating, but I do know that sometimes I take, you know, 20 to 30 minutes to sit down and just let my thoughts run, instead of the other practice of, you know, trying to avoid my thoughts. But so those are 3 ways that I practice. In the car now, I try to not listen to music. So it's kind of dangerous because you're driving, so you do need to spend time and focus attention on like what's going on in the road. But it is also a good quiet time where you're with yourself. And one of the biggest reasons why I think spending time with yourself really works and helps you understand who you are. And then once you understand like who you are, it's so easy to know what you want, because you can now discern like, is it really something that I want, or is it something that, you know, I've seen on Instagram, and because I saw it on Instagram, I now think that I want it, type of thing. But really the first key piece is spending more time with yourself. And as you spend more time with yourself, you ask yourself more questions, you'll realize that your thoughts are super, super powerful. And honestly, most of the answers that you want out of life are like within yourself. And one of the like funniest realization I've made is I follow a subreddit called Shower Thoughts, right? Everyone always kind of talks about shower thoughts, how amazing shower thoughts are and how you have the like biggest realizations in the showers. And guess what? Showers are actually one of the only places where you are free of distractions. Like, I don't know. I don't know a lot of my friends. Maybe some people have like TVs, or maybe some people freaking bring their waterproof phones, but showering is one of the original times when you could just be alone with your thoughts. Obviously it helps because you're, in a warm shower, you're feeling relaxed, but all these like awesome thoughts that you had in the shower are actually just you spending time with yourself. And so that's the video I wanted to make. If you want to know more about yourself, the key, or one of the keys, is to spend more time with yourself, and all the answers are going to be there. Obviously there are going to be more things that pop up, more questions. You might have barriers also, like me filming this YouTube video was some type of barrier. There's a lot of like shame that goes with like filming a video, posting it online. What if people watch my videos are not entertained, or what if people watch my videos and judge me? So those are also barriers, which I call like fears, which can stop you from thinking about what you want. So maybe for me, what I want right now is to film a YouTube video about self-development, my journey to learning myself, stuff like that, and posting it online. But because of all the fears that I've outlined previously, which are like, fear of judgment, fear of not sounding good, fear of people laughing at me behind my back, I might find excuses to say that this is not what I want. And this is something that you'll learn to discern once you learn more about yourself, once you learn more about your thoughts. And then you can say like, oh, I really want to post a YouTube video, but I'm also afraid of what people are going to think of me, type of thing. And that's something that took me a lot of time, and it's only by spending a lot of time with myself, processing my thoughts, that I learned how to, differentiate both of them. It's like, I do want to post videos and, help people get better type thing, but I'm also afraid. And these two things can coexist. But now that I know that they're different things, the problem doesn't become like, do I really want to post YouTube videos or not? It becomes like, how do I get over my fear of, sounding ridiculed, people talking behind my back, stuff like that. So that's the video for today. How to know what you want in life is to spend more time. The answer is to spend more time with yourself. Peace.